I was diagnosed with ADHD at the age of 6, which for most people would be great. I could have got medication, maybe some therapy, but my dad also got diagnosed with ADHD when he was a kid. And he's a firm believer that ADHD just evaporated out of his body as soon as he became a teenager. That ADHD was a mental illness just for kids. After all, it's not like he didn't finish his high school because he hated school so much, even though he was great at math. Just because he just hated how it was so hard to focus on his assignments or anything like that. So, because of this, my parents would try lots of different methods just to cure my ADHD. And one day when I was like 7, someone my mom randomly met mentioned to her how there was this one guy that she knew about that could fix me right up. So my mom just brings me to this apartment of a guy. This was not an office. This was this guy's apartment. To give him credit, it was a clean apartment, at least. So my mom will bring me there, just leaves me there. This guy, he will tell me how he was teaching me how to move things with my mind. I will sit on the dinner table while this guy will just hold a metal ball painted with golden paint with a chain, and he will tell me to concentrate and look at the ball, and that I will move it with my mind. This process took probably an hour, maybe more, maybe it felt like more. And I will go to see the guy every Saturday for a couple months. My mom believes that the idea was that I was concentrating in the ball, so that will help me concentrate in my everyday life, which I guess makes more sense than him being some weird psychic. So I asked my mom if this guy was a psychologist, and my mom said maybe. And the only reason I stopped going there was because my mom wanted to get me into roller skating classes on Saturdays, which might be its own story. Now, bonus story, related story, same setup. Mom meets random person. I am 9 in this one. So she brings me to what looks like a very serious office. White walls, white floors, white ceilings, and the first thing that catches my attention is that there is this shelf full of very tiny bottles. Someone tells us to go into one of the rooms of the office to meet this doctor, and then the doctor lets me in, and I remember incredibly clear that he asked me to talk to him, and then I talked like for half an hour about how much I like the grim adventures of Billy and Mandy. After this, the doctor gave my mom like 4 bottles with tiny white balls, obviously not for free. And I remember these weren't even like labeled like medicine. Like this doctor straight up told me to take every day 1 pill of happiness, 1 pill of understanding, 1 pill of concentration, and 1 pill of memory. Even at the age of 9, I felt like it was bullshit. Before you ask, yes, it was homeopathy. And the reason my mom never decided to bring me there again was because the pills didn't work, and they were kind of expensive. Probably more the second than the first. Now like and subscribe so I can continue going to a real doctor. Also, tell me what you think in the comments down below, just whatever it is in your mind right now. Bye! Also, what is your opinion of the show The Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy? I personally still think it's probably pretty good.